Hi, it's Ivan again, and today I want to talk about niches, but not just any niches, but hot niches. So what is a hot niche? In order to make money in any type of business, you need a niche. You can't just open a clothing store and expect to make money. You need to open a baby clothing store or a wedding dress clothing store. The more tightly niched your business is, the less competition you have to worry about. Now, this is especially true with online businesses. In your local area, there will be only so many companies you will have to compete with. Not only would you have to compete with all the thousands of shops that sell the same thing, you also have to compete with potentially millions of affiliates, all competing for the top spot. Niche selection is a critical element of any business. So let's get down to it, shall we? The desperate niche. A desperate niche is one in which the average person has a problem they find desperate to find a solution for. Desperate niches are generally the most profitable because people are willing to pay money to solve desperate problems. Let's say you have bed bugs. You wake up every night itching from their bites, and it's making it nearly impossible to sleep. Wouldn't you be pretty desperate to get rid of them? Wouldn't you pay money if you thought of a real solution to the problem? Most people would. So examples of some desperate niches are weight loss, acne, chronic severe pain, any types of, say, pest infestations, anything that causes physical or emotional discomfort or pain, and anything that makes people afraid is probably a desperate niche. The passionate niche. Passionate niches can be just as profitable as desperate niches, and they are often less competitive. Everyone knows desperate niches are profitable, so they are highly competitive. But there are only so many things that people are desperate about. However, there is nearly an endless supply of hobbies and interests. Passionate niches generally involve sports, hobbies, games, collecting, and other types of pastimes. Some niches have more passionate members than others. For example, golfers spend a huge amounts of money on their chosen sport. Stamp collectors may or may not be as passionate. Look for niches where the average user is fanatic about their hobby. If people are spending money in the niche on collectibles, memorabilia, books, magazines, movies, or other merchandise, it's probably a good niche. Your interests and abilities. So many people prefer to choose a niche that relates to one of their own interests or something they are expert in. There are two major benefits of doing this. Number one, if you're passionate about the niche yourself, you're more likely to stick with building your business until you have a chance to become successful. Many business owners don't stick to anything long enough to do well, but if you're very interested in what you're doing, you're much more likely to keep doing it until you make money. Number two, if you know something about the niche, it will be easier for you to do research, write content, select products, and establish yourself as an expert in the niche. Everything you will take less time and be easier if you already know a lot about a niche. Of course, if you're not interested in niches that are profitable, you won't want to do it. Some people find that they just don't have any profitable niche they are interested in. In this case, move on to something more profitable unless you're just in it for the hobby. Brainstorming your niche. Remember, it's important to get into the tightest possible niche without choosing something that has too little traffic. You want to select a niche that won't be so much competition you'll never get any traffic, without choosing one no one ever searches for. Make a list of niches you're interested in pursuing. Research each one to find out how much traffic they'll get. If they get far too much traffic for you to have a reasonable expectation of competing, try to figure out sub-niches of the same large niche. You can search Google to find out how many more other pages are currently targeting a particular niche. This will help you figure out whether or not a niche is too competitive. So there you have it. Hope you liked the video. Click like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. See ya!